Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks, where now we are going to be talking about Count Crowley, Amateur Midnight Monster Hunter Volume 2, Number 3. I love this series. Okay, well, first of all, it's published by Dark Horse. It's written by David Dasmalchain. Probably massacred that. Lucas Kentner is the artist, looks like. And, yes. In colors is Lauren Affey. Basic premise of this book, and we're going all the way back to volume 1, is we have, and wow, I cannot remember her name to save me my life. But this woman right here, she was a news reporter for the local station, and she had a bit of a problem with imbibing too much libations, shall we say. And it came to a head one day when she got sent to a Renaissance fair to do a little puff piece on the mead that some booth was selling. Everybody loved it, and she was loaded when she showed up and found out that it was just basically boxed wine, right? And she spills the beans, goes nuts on live TV, and just gets axed. Yeah. Do something like that, and you're going to lose your job. Well, her brother runs the station, and he's just like, look, you done fuck up. But come on, you're good. I'm going to give you one more chance, but you can't screw this up. Our horror host just disappeared. Count Crowley. He's done. He's gone. He hasn't shown up. We need somebody to replace him. And at first she's like, yeah, no, not going to happen. No. And eventually, after a few days, she's like, okay, fine. Since I'm wearing makeup, I'll do it. Because she was getting desperate. And she shows up, starts doing the first show, and of course she's drunk again. But at this point, it starts working out a little bit because she's being kind of snarky and making fun of stuff, which is the way it's supposed to be done on a horror show. I.e., say, like Elvira. Maybe a little less, in lesser case, is Svengoolie or something like that. But, but it turns out that the reason the original dude disappeared was monsters are real, and he was actually a midnight monster hunter. He was and so the monsters got to him and killed him. And so she's figuring this out when she gets attacked. So she has to start fighting back and figuring out what's going on. Well, first 4 books in it wraps up all nicely. And this is the second series, which she is dealing with the after effects of the first. The vampires and werewolves and monsters were kind of pissed about her beating people that was sent after her. She gets a hold of this book that will help her fight stuff like the people, and there's a big group of vampires in Europe, like this high table thing, if you want to steal from John Wick, that want her dead and all that. And so now she's dealing with the monsters that are still after her, trying to be sober because she gave up drinking, and dealing with a werewolf that is a friend of hers that she has to try and deal with, and other people trying to kill her. And the old man who lives in this kind of old folks home, who is sort of like her guide. The person who think Donald Sutherland in the Buffy movie. But he doesn't think that women can do the job well. I mean, this is really kind of a fun, entertaining book. It's funny. It's got some good. It's good. Good storyline. It stays true to its established rules, and moves at a pretty good pace. I'm really recommending it. The art is pretty good. I mean, there she is with the old man. Crotchety old bastard. And the stories are pretty well done. But it's done sort of in the same vein as an Elvira type thing, because you have the and not the really low rent movies that she does, but the better ones. It's excuse me. It's very entertaining and just moves along at a good pace and funny. So this issue, I'm going to give a 4.25 out of, or on, and say if you like this type of stuff, pick it up and read it. Get the trade for the first series, and then get these. Well, this is 3 of 4, so if you don't want to try and pick up the floppies on this, wait for the trade to come out. But good stuff. Anyway, let me know in the comments below whether you liked them or not. Like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your horror comics.